Nina and Liesl Obrechts' sinister plot to take down Drew in General Hospital. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a thumbs up, thank you. General Hospital sees Liesl Obrechts, Kathleen Gotti, back to Port Charles soon. And she will not be happy to hear that her niece Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, is under Drew Kane Quartermain's, Cameron Matheson, thumb. Will these two plot against Congressman Cutthroat? We're going to talk about how Liesl might jump on board to help Nina take Drew down for good and get him away from Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen. So we don't know exactly when Liesl is back, but it should be July. So only a couple of weeks left in the month. We do know that Brit Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, is back on the scene this week. She was in this week's promo when Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, takes Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, and baby Daisy over to the airport. He's supposed to be going along to get them settled. Jason is shocked to see someone that looks just like Brit. So, I wonder if he'll still get on the plane or if he'll tell Sasha, "I'll meet you there later." We have heard rumors that Kelly Thibault is not playing Brit or a clone. But she's definitely at least a doppelganger of some sort. Because Jason's head whipped right around when he saw her. And that wouldn't have happened if they were just pretending that she was somebody new. So, as for Brit's darling mutter Liesl, she's also back soon, and she has big scenes with Rocco Falceroni, Finn Francis Carr, and I'm sure other family will follow. Young actor Finn Francis Carr said he enjoyed the scenes with her, and he mentioned that Rocco dressed to impress when he goes to meet with Liesl. He's in a button-up shirt and said he even did this comb-over thing to control his curly locks. Sounds really cute. I can't wait to see it. But I do expect that after she chats with Rocco, Liesl is going to check in with other members of the family, and Nina and her daughter Willow are going to be on Dr. O's must-see list when she's back to Port Charles. Rocco emailed Liesl recently, and that's going to bring her back to town. And if you recall, for the first year of Rocco's life, he did grow up as Brit's son, Ben Westbourne. He was Liesl's grandson, kind of fake grandson. But she loved Rocco nonetheless. So, I'm sure Liesl is going to be more than happy to come back to Port Charles and tell Rocco whatever he wants to know about her daughter Brit. Aside from seeing Rocco, of course, Liesl will be ecstatic to see her niece Nina. She can't see Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, unless they use the replacement actress. Because Kirsten Storms is off as we leaked. But I don't think Liesl will be happy to see the state of her niece or her great-niece Willow's life at the moment. And of course, Nina is going to be thrilled to have her Aunt Liesl back. 'Cause she loves her. But also, Nina doesn't have that many people in her corner right now. And fewer still that she can actually tell what she's done and the situation she's gotten herself into because of her actions. But she can totally open up to Liesl, so this week, I expect we could see Drew making more threats against Nina. Because he knows she was in with Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, on the ketamine plan. Drew's been blackmailing and controlling Nina for a while now, and she can't escape his threats. And Nina is always on the edge of losing Willow at any moment. Because of Drew. So having Liesl back may be a big comfort to Nina. Because she'll have Liesl's support and somebody to talk about everything she's going through with Drew. And on top of that, we all know Liesl is ruthless. And I don't think she's going to be happy to hear Drew is blackmailing her niece and making her life miserable. Nina may get Dr. O to see what an evil rat bastard that Drew is and convince her that they need to get Willow away from him. I highly doubt that Liesl will be pro-Drew despite her history with the ex-Navy SEAL, which is positive. Liesl is extremely protective of her family. And right now, Drew's got control over Willow and basically control over Nina, and he's messing with her peace of mind. He has dismantled Willow's life. 'Cause he has a fixation on her. That's the bottom line. And if you don't remember though, Drew actually saved Liesl's life back when they first cast Cameron Matheson in the role, and Drew was being held captive and under the control of Peter August, Wes Ramsey, with Victor Cassadine, Charles Shaughnessy, also involved at that compound. If you remember, Liesl was also being held captive and she actually tended to some of Drew's injuries. That was back in 2021. Victor was obsessed with her and Drew managed to get Liesl out of there. Where he saved her. But I don't think that past heroics will buy Drew too much sympathy from Liesl, considering how far off the rails he's gone since then. Drew might want to remember that this is the same woman who abducted supervillain Peter August, held him captive in a cabin in the woods. Dr. O was torturing him, and then she tried to burn him to death, setting the place on fire. Because he played a part in her son Nathan West's, Ryan Pavey, death. Because he called Faison in and he shot their son. So while Liesl no doubt appreciates Drew saving her from Peter and Victor, I don't see Liesl letting Drew get away with blackmailing Nina and manipulating Willow. And if you recall, Liesl was thrilled to find out Willow's her great-niece. She donated bone marrow to save Willow's life when she was dying of leukemia. And in fact, Drew was the one who saved Liesl and brought her back from Greece so she could save Willow. So Liesl's going to be shocked and disappointed to see that Drew has gotten so far away from the decent man he used to be. I can definitely see Liesl leaping into action, helping Nina take Drew down to protect her and Willow and the kids, Wiley Quartermain Corinthos, Viren Weaver, and Amelia Grace Corinthos, Sequoia and Serenity Mork Mako. So I can totally see Liesl saying, "Enough of this. Drew's lost his way. He needs to be put out of their families' lives. Put down maybe." I bet it wouldn't take much for Nina to convince Liesl to help her take care of that slime bag. And together, Nina and Obrecht could cook up a scheme to get rid of Drew, or to at least convince Willow that he needs to go. That's the very minimum if they can't just wholesale get rid of him. And of course Nina is not going to want to kill Drew. But Liesl might, But she's also a kooky and brilliant doctor. Nina has a bottomless bank account, so they could do some serious conspiring between the two of them. I'm sure they can figure out a way to get Drew away from Willow and hopefully out of town. I think it'd be great if they could throw him back in that cell in Greece where Victor and Peter had him for a couple of years. Who knows? Maybe Liesl can get her hands on that tarot card that activates Drew's conditioning and, controls him. And we have heard from a leaker, so I'm going to take it with a grain of salt that Obrecht is working with Hank Dalton, Daniel Goddard, on his dodgy mind control science experiments. If you remember on General Hospital this week, Sidwell, Carlo Rota, told Dalton that their mutual friend wasn't happy with the slow progress he's making. And Sidwell said they're sending a courier. So, I wonder if the Brit lookalike is the courier and maybe Liesl is their mutual friend. We'll see. But this was a leak, not a spoiler, about Obrecht and Dalton. So, this leaker's been pretty correct on other things like Jonathan Jackson's exit, Kirsten Storm's temporary exit, Sophia Matson's coming exit. So we'll see if Dr. O has more than one reason to come to town, Rocco and Dalton, and then more reasons to stick around, including Nina and Willow and the big fat problem with Drew. And if Dalton really is doing mind control experiments, maybe they can experiment on Drew. It'd be awesome if Liesl could, brainwash Drew and say, dump Willow, resign from Congress, and move to, Nova Scotia or somewhere and never come back. That would be great. The mayor might even give Liesl a reward if she made that happen. It would be a huge community service. I cannot wait to see Rocco and Dr. Obrecht. I can't wait to see Kathleen Gotti back. And I especially can't wait to see Liesl's reaction when she finds out Drew has taken over Willow's life like a psycho and is trying to ruin Nina's life as well. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our General Hospital Update news channel and stay with us.